our next guest is an Emmy-winning actor, writer, producer, and singer with a new movie called Alice, opening in theaters on Friday. Please welcome Keke Palmer. You look great. This is quite an ensemble you've put together here.
Thank you so much. You know, I decided to give you a little green moment.
Thank you. And a day ahead of St. Patrick's. So
Look at
really
that.
you jumped the gun on
time.
that. Yeah. Keke, the last time you were here, I wasn't here. Sean Hayes, I think, was filling in for me as host of the show. And the time before that, I think we were on Zoom because of COVID.
We were. We had a little fun game time with Kevin Hart.
And here we are now.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we did do that. That hasn't come out yet, but yeah, no, but it's all right. I don't think it's a surprise.
Yeah, I love Sean. I was hoping that he'd be here this time, but you know.
I could probably get him if you'd rather have. I can get him on the phone if you want. You were, at the time, shooting Jordan Peele's new movie.
Yes.
Which is a mysterious movie. Nobody knows what it's about, right?
I know. I've seen some really good, interesting, theories on Reddit. All wrong, but
Are they all wrong?
It's really, they are. They're wrong.
So there's a trailer online, and people are trying to figure out, and it looks really scary. It's very intriguing.
Yes, I'm excited. I actually got to see the first rough cut of it, and I was really just like, how do I not tell anybody about this movie? It's really hard. I really hate keeping secrets, but hey.
How long is it until that comes out? How long are you gonna keep the secret?
I'm gonna keep it up literally to the day that it comes out, all the way until July 22nd, so hey.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
all right, so July 22nd is the time. And it's called Nope,
Yes.
and does the title have anything to do with the movie itself?
I mean, this is my idea of it. I think the title, obviously Jordan is with crazy kooky titles. I think the title is just like the energy that Black folks have in horror movies, like, nope.
Oh.
Like, I'm not doing it, like, nope.
I like that a lot.
Thank you, I loved it too.
You come from a big, funny family. Like where your mom and dad have a lot of siblings, and there's 1 million people in the family.
Yes.
How many siblings do you have?
So I have 3. I have a little brother and sister that are twins. This is crazy, you guys. So my mom's a twin, my dad's a twin, and they had twins.
That's common, right?
It's totally not common.
Oh, it's not?
It's not.
I
It's
thought it
very
was
rare.
hereditary.
It is, but like you would never expect the twins to actually have twins. And like they had my older sister, then me, and then like they decided for the twins to be the twins. Like, why couldn't I have been the twin? That's like something that we still work on today. Like,
Right.
I hate them for that. But
See, yeah, it seems tough to hold them accountable for that because I'm pretty sure that they didn't get to decide.
I know.
It's not like Dad was like, and now 2. You know?
And it's so crazy because they just turned 21 and I got to take them to Vegas.
Your parents?
No.
Oh.
The twins, they just turned 21. We went to Vegas. I took them to the strip club. I got edgy with it,
You took your brothers to the strip, your brother and sister?
And sister to the strip club.
Really?
Yes,
Oh.
I felt like it was fun. He had his girlfriend with him, though, and started, like, trying to check compatibility charts with the stripper, so that was a little weird.
Oh, did the girlfriend get mad?
The girlfriend was like, what's going on here? So we had to get...
What was the dynamic like with your siblings? I actually, now that I think of it, I once took my brother to a strip club when he turned 21.
Come on, it's, like, fun.
Well, not for him, it wasn't.
Why? What happened?
Because he was getting a dance, and while he was getting a dance, I snuck up behind him and I whispered in his ear, "What would Mom think?" Yeah. So I kind of took a little of the fun out of it.
That would definitely take... No one wants to think about their parents at the strip club.
Oh, and you played a stripper, a dancer, whatever. I think they like dancer, right? Is better. In Hustlers. So then when you walk in, is it like, hey, look
Oh, yeah,
who's
the girls,
here?
we were like, good to see you. We were in the
Right.
bathrooms talking, cutting it up. It was a great time. But I have a good relationship in the strip club with the dancers. I always have a good time, before Hustlers and after.
Oh.
And I actually met a stripper one time that was like, oh, one of my favorite movies is Aquila, so that's what I go by.
Oh.
I was like, okay, a stripper named Aquila. I'm with it.
So did they gather around you, or is it like
Yes, it's literally, it becomes a girl party. Like, we just forget about all the dancing, and we're just, like, talking. I'm learning about their outside jobs. One of them was a chef. The other one worked for trucking company. I was getting into it.
Oh, really?
Yes, we have girl talk.
Oh, you do? And do you go back in the area?
I do.
You do?
I do. I
Wow.
live for it. I live for it.
In the dressing room where all the strippers are, Do they have clothes on there? I mean, how does that work?
They gotta be in the look the whole time. You know, every strip club is different. Sometimes it's clothes, sometimes it's no clothes, but either way, I'm comfortable.
How many have you been to?
Oh, tons.
Really?
You know, I should take you to Atlanta. We should go to Atlanta, turn it up in Magic City.
Yeah, sure. I mean,
now, in Atlanta, they're giving you
explain this to my wife. I'm like, listen, Keke and I are going to Atlanta. We're gonna turn it up.
It's for the show. Tell her it's for the show.
We're gonna
it's for
turn
the show.
things up.
It's an experiment.
We're gonna meet dancers and ask about their other careers.
Yes!
Yeah.
Now, this is a documentary I can get behind.
So you're in this movie Alice, and this is a hell of a transition we're making here. But I have to tell you, the concept, the plot of this movie sounds crazy, but it's actually something that really happened.
So a lot of people, when they hear about Alice, they're like, is this a sci-fi movie? A slave ends up making it to the 1970s? How does that happen?
Well, explain that for a second, because that's a true story, right? In the United States of America, up until the 60s, there were people who were still still being held as slaves.
Yes, it's 100% true.
They didn't know, or they just were really, they were tricked.
Yeah, they were tricked, exactly. They were tricked over the course of all these years. I mean, Christopher Linden was reading a, article about this woman who discovered, she was like looking for reparations and stuff. And she was like, they were like, okay, so who in your family was a slave? She was like, me. They're like, it's the 1960s, what do you mean? It's just me, I was a slave. And so that's when Kristen started to uncover the realities that after its abolishment, a lot of people didn't want to give up their slaves. And so they held them there and didn't tell them that time had moved on. And that's one thing that I really love about the film, is that it really shows the kind of the unfortunate and horrible tradition that is held so dear to some and that has caused so many others, my community, so much pain. And so the film, it really, we're in that moment, but it's not an overly traumatic moment, which I think is important when we're talking about this subject. A lot of times it can feel like trauma porn and we're just watching all this horrible stuff happens. But really, it's the introduction of that and then the realization that there's a new way and there's an opportunity to continue to grow from that point and have some faith to look forward. When I think about my ancestors, I think about people like Alice, because only the strong survive. Somewhere, somebody in my gene pool said, I want to keep going, even though this is what I've gone through. Mm-hmm. And that's really what the movie is about, which I think is helpful in these times.
Common is in the movie with you?
Common is in the movie.
Did you know him beforehand?
So, yeah, we're both from Chicago, and I love Common. He is so cool, and it was great to just have him during this because, like I said, some parts were heavy, and then other parts we were able to have fun. When we got into the 70s, we were like, okay, my man, what's good, my brother? We were so happy to be in the 70s, child. And it was just fun to have him. After work, we go back and eat vegan food and play spades. And yes, I won.
Well, it's great to see you in person. And
oh, so good to see you.
I'm sorry Sean couldn't make it.
I know, I hate that Sean couldn't make it, but guess what? Shout out to the wives. Hopefully she can come over with us when we go to Atlanta and do our Magic City thing. Yeah,
it probably will wind up just being you and her, but you guys will have a lot of fun.
I love that anymore.
The movie is called Alice. It opens in theaters Friday. Keke Palmer, everybody, will be back with Ghost. If you like that video, click subscribe, and we'll be together until one of us dies.